Assalamu alaikum student of 4 class. It's me Nabila Sabir, your English teacher. Take out your English books. Unit number 3. Remaining part of your reading is there. We have to complete our reading and comprehension today. Page number 28. Mr. Shu was not a fool. She could see Anansi's eyes glisten as he looked at the pies. Well, Anansi, you are kind. I'm tired. She put down her load. How can I help? I can count. He lied. Can you count my yum mounds for me? Mrs. Shu smiled. She walked to the nearest mound and stood, and she pointed to the mound that was farthest away from her. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one, she said clearly. Next page, page number 29, turn on. And Nancy frowned. Do it again, say all the numbers, he said. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one that I am sitting on. Mrs. Shu spoke slowly and clearly. A flash of anger passed over Anansi's face. Come on, say them properly. He was finding it difficult to keep a smile on his face. Again, Mrs. Shu smiled sweetly and counted slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one here. She pointed to the mound beneath her feet. Ugh, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shouted Anansi. Instantly, in a big burst of sparks, he disappeared. Mrs. Shu picked up her load and set off to the market. She would sell these pies and buy mouth-watering delicacies for her family. That's it. Students, we have completed our reading today. Now I will ask you some question about this chapter so that I can know how much you understand about this chapter. Okay? Answer the following questions. What was the witch name and why didn't she like it? The witch name was Five. She didn't like it because all through her life people had laughed or looked surprised when they heard that was her name. Next question, question number B. What was the witch doing in her garden? Answer. The witch was stirring her big cooking pot and saying a spell in her garden. C question. Why was Anansi pleased? Anansi was pleased because he heard the witch and he thought he would be able to use her spell to make some money or get some food. Question number D. What was the first animal that Anansi tricked? The first animal that Anansi tricked was Mrs. Rabbit. Question number E. Which animal were not fooled by Anansi? Miss Frog and Mrs. Shrew were not fooled by Anansi. F question. What thing could you buy in the market? Answer. At the market you could buy yams, beets, pulses, grains, sweet potatoes, pies, and mouth-watering delicacies. Next question. Why was Mrs. Shrew going to the market and what was she going to do there? Mrs. Shrew was going to the market to try to sell the pies she had made. She wanted to buy some mouth-watering delicacies for her family at the market. Question number H. Why did Anansi get angry with Mrs. Shrew? Answer. Anansi got angry with Mrs. Shrew because she would not say the number 5. How many characters are there in the story you have just read? Make a list. There are 6 characters in the story. Number 1, the witch. Number 2, Anansi. Number 3, Mrs. Rabbit. Number 4, Mr. Duke. Number 5, Miss Frog. Number 6, Mrs. Shrew. Okay, students, we have done this comprehension here. Now we are going to do this one. Answer the following question about these lines from the story. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one that I am sitting on. Who says these words? Mr. Shoes. Number B, what is the speaker counting? Speaker counting mounds of earth. Next is, why does the speaker say? Mrs. Shrew. Why does the speaker say? And this one that I am sitting on. Why does? Mrs. Shrew avoids saying the number 5. She was not a fool. She guesses that Anansi is trying to trick her. She knows he wants her to say all the numbers, so she doesn't do it. Next question. What happens after this? After this, Anansi gets so cross that he says the number and disappears. That's it, student. We have completed our comprehension today. I'll share the pictures of comprehension and meanings with you in your WhatsApp group for your convenience. So take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.